Hello again, it's Lock Noob, and here we've got an absolute classic. This is a British prison issue set of 1K70 Chubb detainer handcuffs, and these are real beasts. And they're ex-prison issue, definitely been used. I believe that the body is aluminium, I think, and the sort of the other part of it here with the ratchet is steel. And they're very different to your standard chain handcuffs. This is a pretty standard set. These are real handcuffs. They're pretty secure, but compare this key, which literally just operates really like a small latch more than anything else on the ratchet. Just opens it up. And you can sort of double lock them to a degree by pressing in this button. Some are on the side, but you still use the same key to rock that back and then open the these little teeth here like that. So these sorts of handcuffs, I mean, they're pretty secure in some ways, but look how weedy they are compared to these huge Chubb handcuffs. Look at this, super extra thick, and you can see from that keyway that the lock is something a little bit different. So this is the key. I believe I've counted these. These are literally a 3-lever lock, and you can see from here the locking mechanism. So this is its neutral position, which means that the ratchet system only goes one way. So I can't pull it out, but I can push it in. If I unlock it a bit, there you go. So you can move it around. That ratchet goes through. You can see it's in this sort of neutral position. But I can also lock it by turning the key, and look at that slider at the bottom there. It locks. Now that means that this can't be pushed or pulled either way. It's sort of completely locked in this position. That means, of course, that people can't over tighten their own cuffs, or somebody else does it for them or whatever. But you can also securely undo this mechanism like this. Watch that slider again as I turn it back into that neutral position, which means that you can't slip the cuffs. It still can only ratchet one way. See? But then I sort of do a double unlock, and you see that move, that extra little bit, and that means that this is now free flowing. And you can see the teeth down here. There you go. I'm pulling them down like that. And that's what grips the teeth on the sort of inner cuff. It's really cool. It has a little groove in here, so it locks into this groove down there for extra security. It's a very well thought out pair of handcuffs, and no wonder they were popular for so long. I don't know why they moved away from these for the most part. I believe they're still used in some parts. So very cool. So how are we going to pick them? Well, two techniques. One, I'm going to you can't, once this is fully locked, you can't actually shim these handcuffs. So you can't put anything down here to push down the that ratchet mechanism, or the teeth, or whatever you want to call it. You can't push that down using a shim down here when it's in this locked position. But you can once it's unlocked. So I want to do a two-fold unlocking. I want to do the first bit, which is to literally pick these open using a lever lock, tension tools and wires, and then I'm going to try to push a shim down here. And by shim, I actually mean a broken Peterson gem in 18 thousandths, which should suffice. If you had a real handcuff shim, it would work better, but that's what I'm going to use today. And for my tension tool, I've got an Andy Mack and GJ Locks padlock tensioner. And what I did is I used a grub screw or a hex screw, and I filed it down square so I can actually get that into the keyway to open it up. And I will need a pick wire like this to get it to the first position. So let's have a go at doing that. So we're in the vise, and these are able to be ratcheted forwards, but we need to lock it up properly, so we can't do that. So got the key, we're going to pop this in, turn it backwards like that, and this is now fully locked. So it's fully locked now. I can take my tension tool, pop that in gently all the way to the back and turn it. Then what we need is our lever wire, and we're going to gently insert that in like this, around and up. Then we're going to put some moderate tension on and see what's around, so nothing 1, nothing, 2, 3 on field binding. They'll click out that, 2 now. Let's try and find the next binder. 3 there and 1, and we're open. So straight away open. So I just need to remove this, turn it around, and you'll see that we're back to this being able to ratchet forwards like this. Now we can shim it, so we just need to turn it, get our shim tool, pop that in. This will be easy with a real handcuff shim, and just move it forwards like this. And there we go, fully opened. So let's get that out of the device. So there you are, these 1K70 Chubb Detainer prison issue handcuffs. So cool, really love these. In fact, I've even bought a special pouch for them. Anyway, if you like this video, please leave a like. You've got a comment on it. Is there another way that you managed to get into these? Have you picked and shimmed? I'd be really interested to know in the comments. I read them all, reply to as many as I can. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. And of course, I will see you all next time.